happen here in the first quarter. Suffocating at times.
Alex Caruso on the floor for Oklahoma City. Another one of the big pieces.
What's up, guys? Yeah, we got the Bring the Thunder podcast here, but we got some other people with us today. We got King Capers and we got his boy Mike with us. This shit's crazy, guys. This trade is actually insane. We don't even know where to address this. The Lakers have traded Anthony Davis to the Mavericks for Luka Doncic. No, this is not fake. This is real. Shams didn't get hacked. This is crazy. There's a reason we got 7 of us on this call right now, bro. This shit's crazy.
If you're not awake, I'm sure everyone's calling you right now to get your ass awake.
Yes, exactly,
shaking
bro.
you out of your bed saying, "Look at you, just got traded."
Yes.
Fuck up.
Yeah. We literally had to force this call to happen because this shit happened. I mean, this shit's crazy.
I literally ran into my bedroom, woke up my fiance. She doesn't give a damn about basketball, but I was like, "Yo, you have no idea what's going on right now." She's like, "What?"
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, everyone's phone's blowing up. Every social media isn't functioning. Like Instagram won't load posts. Like this is actually crazy. I mean, what do you guys think? Why is this? Why did this trade happen? What's going on, bro? We're getting reports that AD had no idea this was happening. Totally swept him out of it. We're getting reports that the Mavs didn't like that Luka was not athletic enough, that he wasn't.
Gabe, we're getting reports that LeBron didn't know.
Yeah,
when has that ever happened?
I don't know, man. That feels like cap. I feel like they're hiding that. I don't know, man. But this is crazy, dude. I mean,
just why? Also, the Lakers were the only. I think they were the only team that got dressed.
Just Joey. It's Joey.
What's up?
Yeah, we're recording, Joey. We're just in awe, bro. We're just in awe.
Okay. I know, bro.
Okay, do you guys believe that Luka didn't request this trade? Because
I don't know.
He has been out.
I don't know.
So what? Unless something internally happened, what the fuck would he request a trade for? Or
Yeah.
why would this happen?
I can understand how the management might be frustrated with them though, like without the conditioning and the flopping, and he's not trying on defense, that kind of stuff.
I heard something similar too.
He's giving you 28, 8, and 9 on averaging. Like, you don't trade a player like that. That's nonsense.
And I think if Luka were to request a trade, I think he'd want to end up with Jokic right now. I don't think he'd want to be in LA like
Anything
first choice. So
yeah, exactly.
And it also kind of seems like a rush from Dallas because they're only getting 1 pick along with AD. So
yes.
1 pick is absolutely crazy. Like, you see Mikal Bridges going for like 5 picks.
Exactly.
Going for like 5 picks. And
yes,
even
dude.
The Lakers need picks to build around there. Player with 1 first-round pick. That's still not enough for me.
No, it just doesn't make any sense. And the first thing that the Mavs GM said is that defense wins championships, which, okay, AD is a great defender. You just traded one of the top 5 players in the league for a guy who's going to be hurt half the fucking season. Like, what are we doing?
You also have Kyrie on the team that's kind of like a backup to Luka, but still.
That is true.
This is just crazy.
I mentioned in the Instagram live earlier, like, you have Kyrie as a backup, but if they weren't telling anybody this, we already know that Kyrie's one to voice his opinion. What if he's like, I don't want to be here no more? Like, I came here to play with Luka.
Then it's over. I mean, then it's time for a rebuild. Like, you're done there. But you're telling me if the Mavericks are like shockingly going to shop Luka, this is the best they're going for? They're just going for an injury-riddled older center? Like, don't get me wrong, AD's elite. Like, he's a top 10. He can be a top 10 player. Keyword can be. I mean, he's got to be healthy. I don't like this at all. Like, they can get more for a guy like Luka. That's crazy.
Guys, the Nets got 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. The Mavericks got 1 for Luka Doncic. Come on.
Bro, what are we doing? It's so
one thing
bad.
I'm thinking here is if they were specifically targeting the Lakers, they weren't trying to field offers. They just wanted to target the Lakers, which makes no sense. I mean, the Lakers are privileged, in my opinion.
Yes.
Well, if I'm the Lakers, even if like LeBron wants out, it's probably a better idea now because I didn't have them as like winning a championship anyway now this year. So, I mean, you get rid of LeBron, you get hella picks, maybe a player or two, and you got a 25-year-old Hall of Famer already for the next, if you extend them, you get him the next 5 years. So I think it's a great move for the Lakers. If I'm the
Yes.
Mavs, if I'm Mavs fans right now, bro,
Oh my
I am
goodness.
rolling, dude.
I am
Oh my
so
God.
mad. You just traded literally your franchise centerpiece. This future, like you just said, future Hall of Famer. This guy just carried your team to the fucking finals. Now you're going to trade him for AD that you don't even know if he's going to be able to play because he's hurt? Like, and you're getting one pick out of that. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're telling me there's not another team in the league that would have offered a minimum of 4 first-round picks for this guy?
Shit, their entire first-round pick for the next century.
Yes, like this is ridiculous. If you're a Lakers fan, like you said, the whole complaint with the Lakers has been the complaint with the Lakers is there's no future. They just secured their future for several years in Luka Doncic. I mean, what are we doing?
We all saw what OKC got for Paul George.
Yeah.
And now they're trading Luka Doncic for what? Like,
yeah, no shit.
Well, I mean, it seemed to me like they still wanted to try to contend now, though.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because they have Kyrie and Clay, yeah, and they're older.
That's their own. That's the only way that you can even kind of make this not sound bad. But it's still like
no. That doesn't even make it not sound bad because they said we want to win now. So you're gonna trade a top 3, top 5 player in the NBA to win now?
Yeah,
that's not how that works.
And if you're wanting to win now, I promise you could have gotten a different star for Luka. There are stars that could be shipped right now. You're telling me if the Mavericks call up a team that has a young star and says we'll give you Luka, they're gonna say no? Like,
yeah, but who are they targeting? Giannis. Whoever said Giannis is a good pull, maybe.
I mean, I think Giannis. If Giannis got traded, the whole league's blowing up. That's crazy. There's no way Giannis gets traded.
Yo, what do you think about if? I'm sure if the Mavericks called up the Suns right now and they said, we want to trade for Kevin Durant. You know who I could see? I mean, this might be a big stretch too, but there's no reason you can't go after a player like Ant, who's stuck on this Wolves team where they've had this problem all year. Why not go for a young star like Ant who can help you contend now and keep your future going? There's no reason Ant doesn't owe shit to Minnesota. He can get out of there if he wants. If they offered Luka Doncic, there's no reason the Wolves wouldn't take that. They can now win now with that because they need it. Gobert's done in 2 years.
Wow. I mean, so you think if you're Minnesota, you're just like, you're going to give me Doncic, I'll give you Ant. They're just going to give him Ant?
I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that than have Ant leave me in 2 years because he's sick of losing.
Ant's definitely not staying.
He's not staying in many. No. So why? I mean, and that's just an example of a player because I promise you, there's a guy like that who, if you offer Luka for, they're gonna take it. I just don't get. That's crazy.
He's also losing on a shit ton of money now too.
I just don't get it, bro. This doesn't make any sense.
And then Sapphire, you just said that KD, but they got nothing. What are they going to give? Gafford and what? They got nothing. There's no trade value there. Unless are they going to trade Kyrie? Like that would they're screwed, man.
This is terrible. I mean, this has got to be like at first it was just all like pure wow factor, but now this has got to be one of the worst star trades ever. I mean, this is terrible.
Okay, listen, hold on. I've heard enough. We can return back to this. I'm too anxious and excited. I'll let you guys go first, and I'll go. Please explain to the people at home what this means for our Oklahoma City Thunder. Please. I've been waiting 10 minutes.
It means a finals run.
Yeah, welcome to the
championship.
Finals, yes,
sir.
Yes.
It means the 2028 first round pick is ours.
Yes.
Sam Presti is him.
Yes.
I'd say that there's one team that could compete with us, and that's it. I've been saying this on our podcast the last couple of days. We've been talking about it. The only team that I could possibly see now is a healthy James Harden, a healthy Kawhi Leonard, and the Clippers. But that's it.
Yeah,
not deep enough. Not deep enough, though.
I think they are deep. I mean, Norman Powell has been. I mean, he's damn near an all-star. If there was more room, he'd be in there. Zubac's been outstanding this year, career year.
Yes, they're the number one defense since last month.
So I'm not going to sit here and lie to the rest of the fans that we're going straight to the finals because the Clippers are a damn good team.
Joe, come on, Joe.
But I will tell them that if we were to lose, it would be a terrible disappointment because we are we are way better than any other team in this conference.
This just every one of those Mavs fans that have been shitting all over OKC saying that they own us. Get out, bro. Not anymore. You guys just absolutely sold your franchise. Like, what are you doing, bro? There is no longer a hurdle. There's no longer that team that owns us that's going to cause these problems.
So I'm going to add some.
I do want to say one thing real quick. I'm not a Thunder fan. I'm a Heat fan. You guys don't know me. I'm sorry. I know it sucks. But the one thing I did, I was telling this to Capers before the podcast started. The one thing that you can compare this trade to, compared to a trade that happened damn near a year ago, was the Cat trade, because that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
and Cat didn't know about it.
I mean, Cat didn't know about it. I don't think anybody knew about it. And obviously, you can't compare Cat to Luka. Like, there's no comparison to that.
Absolutely not.
But But you could see from a year after that Cat trade.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
that's how this is going to be.
Why. Yeah.
This is
and that's
crazy.
how we're going to probably see this in a year too.
Yeah, this is absolutely crazy. I mean,
I'm just so fired up right now because all we got to do is stay. I'm not even going to say the words.
Shut up.
Hey, I didn't say it.
I'm going to add some injury to all of this. All the Mavericks fans that are in my mentions mentioning Luka Doncic for MVP, Luka Doncic can still play defense. I don't want to ever hear anything about Luka's defense ever again. Ever again. I don't want to hear a single advanced statistic. I don't want to hear anything. We've had montages, 2-minute, 10-minute montages of Luka Doncic literally not playing defense, and his own GM just sold him out for Anthony Davis. I don't ever want to hear it.
Let me ask you guys this. So I heard he say the Clippers, and I actually agree. The Clippers could give us trouble. What about both teams healthy, OKC versus Nuggets?
I don't love the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets are always tough. They're always deep. They're good. Russ balls out against us apparently now. I mean, that's a tough team, but I still think we take them in a series. I mean, really, I think we're just a better team. Only team. I'm just not afraid of a full team like that. I think they play us good, but Game 6, I'd give them.
Honest prediction: Thunder in 6.
Yes,
I gotta be. I think it's not even 6. We haven't played Denver with both of our bigs yet. We throw 2 bigs at Jokic. 1, he can't guard, and we got 2 offensive bigs. 2, nobody guarding Shea on that team. I mean, the Thunder are way better than that team. They have no defense and they have no shooting.
Nobody's guarding Shea on any team, bro.
That's over in 5 or highest 6.
Yeah, no, I get that too. Moral of the story: I'm not afraid of the Nuggets. I mean, they're good, but
let's switch it. Let's look at it from the Lakers side of things. At
Dude,
least for this season.
I mean, this season, it's kind of like you just let it play out. I don't think that was like some phenomenal move. I mean, I feel like they kind of took the fact that they're playing better than expected, but not great. But this isn't a trade for this season. This isn't for. I mean, yes, absolutely. Because Luka, we don't even know when Luka's going to play again. Like, there's no promise that Luka comes back. I don't even.
You
know
have
exactly
to move LeBron now.
But that's what I see happening. I mean, really, those rumors of LeBron to Golden State, those aren't crazy. I mean, both LeBron and Curry are nearing retirement. I mean, you throw Wiggins, Kuminga, Moody, a few picks or several picks. Would
they give Kuminga for him though?
Yes,
you might as well.
Yes, it's LeBron. It's LeBron James.
Yes,
it's LeBron James.
You have a chance to pair up the 2 most greatest players of this generation that literally changed the sport. You trade for them. You trade for them. Like,
so that actually goes back to his question. Like, that could be a contender. That could be a team. If LeBron were to be moved to Golden State, that could.
Yes.
They could nobody wants to see Steph and LeBron on the same team.
Hell no.
Do you think the Lakers are done though? Like this season, making trades?
No.
So
neither team is done. Mavericks still have trades to make.
Mavericks. Gafford is gone. Gafford is not staying, dude. They've been talking about shipping Gafford. And they just got AD.
Jackson Hayes is the starting center for the Lakers.
They've got to. They'll.
Couldn't you pair Gafford and AD?
But then you have Lively as well. You have 3 centers. You don't need all 3 of those guys. And Lively's younger. You might as well keep Lively. You've already gotten him where he is. And they've already talked about Gafford being on the trade block. I think Gafford has more value too. Recently, Gafford has been driving his value way up. He's been having some great games. You trade him now while his value's high. You just got AD. You don't need Gafford. You have him.
If the Mavs front office knows, I mean, I don't know right now if they know anything how to run a team, but they have to trade one of them to build draft capital back up too. They got nothing. They have nothing.
They just switched roles with the Lakers. They just became the team that's just struggling to win now all of a sudden with their old ass team, and they just lost their. I mean, this is an absolute travesty for Mavericks fans. I mean, this is awesome.
I said this earlier on our podcast before this news even broke. I mean, this is becoming one of the better nights in OKC fan history.
Yes, it is, bro. Man. Yes, we get the Wiggins 40 bomb, and then the Mavericks go to. I mean, oh my goodness.
I gotta say 2 memes in here. Luka Doncic traded before Trae Young.
That's
also
wild.
Luka traded before Embiid conference finals. Just had to add that in.
That's crazy, bro. Just insane.
I just saw, in NFL terms, this is like the Cowboys trading for Josh Allen. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yo, we need to do that too.
I thought Dak was good though.
No, he ain't Josh Allen. But it's funny because earlier in the week I was on the Players' Choice show. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I saw that clip.
We were talking about when I came into it live. They were talking about the Mavs need to. I don't know if they said blow it up, but they need to rebuild or tank. I mean, they said tank the season. They just said tank this season because Luka's not healthy. They haven't looked good. They don't know when he's coming back. They might as well just tank and get a better draft pick.
That's also
it's crazy.
Actually insane, bro.
So I just saw a meme on my Twitter where it says, imagine the phone call where the Mavs say we want 80, Lakers say not available, Mavs say what about for Luka, Lakers say 80 will be there in the morning.
No, but that's actually a good point though, because the Lakers must have done some research because Luka been out a while and we don't know when he's coming back and how bad this injury could possibly be down the line. So on their side, if you want to get picky with it, if this affects Luka in any way, they could have screwed up too just now.
I mean, this affects Luka because he's losing money.
Yeah, he is. I was reporting on that in the live earlier. So since he's drafted by the Mavericks, he would be eligible for a 5-year, $330 million max extension. Well, yeah, 300 something.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, and then if he's going to sign this 5-year this summer with the Lakers, it's only eligible up to $220 million. He's losing about 100 mil.
That's crazy.
From this trade.
Yeah, and the Mavs did him dirty.
They did him dirty.
Yeah, what did he do to them? What did he do to them besides bring them to the finals?
Yeah, same thing for Cat, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because they got. I just like comparing that trade to that because no one expected it, and they both went. One of them.
Yeah.
So the Lakers got Luka, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Finney Smith, and Jackson Hayes. So who do you think the Lakers are going to target now?
I was mentioning like the couple names that are out there is like Vucevic, Valanciunas, Zach LaVine has been in rumors. You guys can mention some other names that you guys have heard. Obviously, Jimmy's out there.
I mean, that's a really tough.
I'm a Heat fan. I want Jimmy gone.
That's a really tough question to answer though, because we don't know if they're moving LeBron or not. I'm gonna say if they aren't if they aren't gonna move LeBron, then the normal like they've been looking at Valanciunas. There's always talks about like a Levine going there, but we know he's not going to end up there.
No, he's never gonna.
Where's the front court defense then? Because you're just gonna be relying on your offense.
There's been a lot of backroom chatter by inside reporters that as soon as Ben Simmons completes his buyout or whatever, and he's a free agent, he'll be signing with the Lakers.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll make a big difference.
To go to LA.
Average 2 more points a game.
2 more points a game.
4?
He'll keep averaging more fouls than points. That really does not matter.
Y'all think he'd average 2 more points? I don't think he'd average. He'd probably average less.
Yeah,
I'm saying he'll average 6 more points.
He's doing nothing, bro. Is not.
No,
we're not afraid of that, man.
Luka
So directly from Shams 33 minutes ago on ESPN's official site, he said, this deal materialized in the shadows. LeBron James had no idea this was coming. Anthony Davis had no idea this was coming. I'm told Luka Doncic is still stunned about this trade.
Yeah, so if LeBron didn't know, LeBron's gone.
That's crazy, bro.
You really think so?
If that LeBron's gone?
It's being reported massively through multiple reporters. It's Shams is really credible, and along with like Bobby Marks and all the other guys, they're tapped in. and Mark Stein. I mean, this is like all the credentialed reporters out there. Obviously, Woj is no longer with us, so this has to be true.
I would say
I mean, all of them are reporting the same thing.
I would say 100% LeBron's gone because he's the one who wanted to play with AD. He brought AD there. They won the ring there. They're boys. And first of all, if anyone does anything behind LeBron James' back, they're gonna get screwed over.
The black vans are to your house in the morning.
That's the thing with the Lakers. If a trade happens, LeBron did it. So if LeBron's shocked by this, they're moving behind him. This is absolutely beyond LeBron.
So Bron and Bronny are going to Golden State because you're not leaving Bronny.
So I see a meme where it says Genie Bus was fucking Mark Cuban.
Oh my god,
Lord.
I'm excited for these next couple of days, though. It's just gonna domino effect. We're gonna see Fox go, Jimmy go. It's just gonna,
Yeah, Fox got to go now.
Get Fox. That's all. I want Fox so badly.
All right, yo, my stepbrother is a huge Miami fan. He's always like, yo, we're gonna get Fox. I always tell him Miami doesn't do stuff like that. Like, they're not gonna make a trade in season. They don't get Fox. They didn't get Donovan Mitchell. They didn't get all these players that they were all linked to Miami, but that's not what they do. The only player.
I think the only one that was linked to Miami the most was Dame, but even then, Joe Green just wanted to screw us in the ass.
Dame, Drew Holiday, none of them.
Well, not
ain't nobody going to Miami.
Drew Holiday didn't request us. Only Dame did.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, do you guys want to hear a conspiracy theory now?
Let's hear it.
Go ahead.
LeBron told Kyrie to join the Mavs as a Trojan horse to destroy the Mavericks, so that the Lakers would receive Luka in a trade. And this was posted in 2023.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
I cannot believe this shit. Like, bro.
The generational memes. The Knicks emptied their treasure chest for Mikal when Luka was available 4 months later.
Dude, I mean, this is the kind of trade. This is the kind of trade that, like, 10 years from now, people are gonna sit back and think about where were you when.
There's people asleep right now. There's literally people asleep.
There's people who are gonna wake up to this shit. There's Dallas fans that are gonna wake up to this shit, and their star franchise player just got shipped for Anthony Day-to-Day Davis, dude. That's crazy.
Luka already unfollowed them. Luka already unfollowed the Mavs on IG.
Dude.
I mean, but yo, I gotta ask you guys a question, honestly.
It wasn't Luka who did it.
Well, yeah, obviously. But I gotta ask you guys a question. I mean, if it's true that Luka's pushing 270 and he's not like a LeBron prime 270, like that's kind of an issue. And he's been getting injured the last couple of years, like, pretty consistently. So I mean, I'm asking you guys a question. I personally think that they should have just reached out for more picks, but maybe it's not a terrible idea.
I think this Nico Harrison guy should have just talked to one person, like any sane person, whether it was the coach, just he could have called his best friend, like anyone. Nico acted alone because he wanted to save the ownership $100 million. Like, if that was what this came down to, you just lost billions in revenue from Luka Doncic long term. Like, imagine you could resell the Mavericks 10 years down the line just by having Luka there for 10 years for more. Yeah. Like, you just lost so much equity over $100 million. It just doesn't make sense.
It's just, at the end of the day, how do you give up a guy of that caliber? Like, that's like us waking up and, like, I think Landon might have mentioned it before. Like, we traded Shea for AD. Yeah, imagine you wake up and saw that,
dude.
It would be. I mean,
I can't say the words of what I would. Yeah,
I literally can't even put into words the way I would. I mean, that is.
It felt like that Paul George trade.
Before, all right. Before Doncic went out with an injury, before Luka went out hurt, there were talks that he was just at the top of the MVP race as everybody else. I mean, it wasn't like he was having this rough season. He just, I mean, I get what you're saying, Joe. If he is that heavy and he is having these issues with his weight, like, yeah, that's an issue.
Oh, but listen, I don't agree with it. I'm just saying.
Right. No. I'm just saying, you asked that question.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a Zion situation where he's not going to be able to play. He can't deal with the weight. He can't. I mean, I'm not worried about Luka Doncic. Like, the guy is a generational player. We haven't seen a player like him almost ever of this like the way he plays. You don't just trade a player like that. Like, that's ridiculous.
Luka's kind of in the category of like Kevin Durant when he has had that foot injury and he came back and we all knew he was just gonna right back on the court. He's gonna be fantastic, 30 points per game.
Right.
Like you don't even need to worry about it. That's kind of the category that I have Luka in. Same with Jokic. Like they can gain 100 more pounds. They're averaging 30. I don't care, bro.
That is true.
Yes,
that is true.
yes, that's so true.
I don't care what weight they have. It's the same thing with like Zion. He's averaging 25 on 70% field goals.
Yes.
Like, bro, he's the most efficient small power forward out there.
Yes. The other thing is, since when did Luka use athleticism to be good? He's never used it. He can be this size and be perfectly fine. He's been doing that for 2 seasons. Like when he got in the league, he was a bit smaller and skinnier, and he dunked 6 times instead of once. Like, who cares, bro? It's not going to affect his range. It's not going to affect any of that.
Guys, we have so many picks to offer the Mavericks if Luka's on the market. Like, we have picks and people to trade. We have Kendrick Williams. We have Aaron Wiggins.
So why? That gets to it. Just does. I just don't understand why this guy's first choice is to call up L.A. and why L.A. is so.
Y'all want to see something really funny?
He could have called Sam Presti and we could have gotten him.
See, okay, I was gonna say Luka in a Lakers jersey to me is disgusting.
That's crazy.
Bro. I think that is nasty. I hate the way that looks. The purple's fine, but like I saw a yellow, one of him the yellow, disgusting.
Yeah, you got to put yourself in the mindset of a Mavs fan over this last year and a half. Like, great season last year, make it to the NBA Finals. Maybe go back this year. You get Clay, and then a couple months later, you're done. Like you're gone.
But you got to think about it. Even before that, didn't they trade for PJ Washington and Gafford?
Yes. Last season.
Yes, and after they made those trades, they went off. They were like incredible. Then they make a run to the finals. Yeah, well, I just mean exactly. The stats were crazy, and now you blow it up. You trade the guy at the exact. I mean, pretty much the only player on that team that you shouldn't trade. Yeah. The only one, and you trade him for a center who.
No. He wants to play the 4. He wants to play the 4.
He wants to play the 4, of course.
Play the power forward now.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
So let me ask y'all this: what's going on with Miami and Jimmy? What do you guys think happens there?
I think he's gone.
He's getting moved. He's getting moved.
Where do you think he's getting moved?
Well, now it's awkward because I originally thought maybe Butler to the Warriors, but now I'm thinking LeBron to the Warriors. So it's almost like
does Jimmy go play with Luka in LA? That'd be
gross.
Crazy.
Gross.
Where does
Jimmy go to the Mavericks and play with AD and Kyrie?
I actually think it's going to be hard for Miami to even find the right fit because of everything that's been going down this last couple months. Like, it just keeps getting worse and worse with Jimmy Butler.
He's a cancer. He's a cancer.
I would be pissed too.
That could be a word.
Haywood Highsmith over him.
Yeah, I mean, but this has been a
bitch to the team that he might as well get a bit.
This has been a consistent thing with Jimmy Butler throughout his whole career. Like he's done this with like mostly every team he's been on. So I don't know who wants how old is he? 36-year-old who's acting like this. Like I don't know what the market is for that. So I don't know.
I can see him going to Phoenix. There's been a lot of traction there. I don't think he should, but
because of Bradley Beal.
There's been a lot of traction there, and I think that would be terrible. I mean, I don't think that would be good. I think the Suns become a retirement home at that point. They're just throwing stars together. Like that's terrible. But I can see it happening.
Bradley and his agent have said they're not looking to get rid of their trade clause. So, and Bradley Beal's wife recently has been in the news a lot, reporting like she does not want to move around with her kids anymore. So I doubt. When your wife says something, you usually tend to listen. So
right,
I'm doubting.
I mean, at some point, that's almost
how
out
about
of his.
This? Look at LeBron's reply. It was
what did he say?
NBA Insider. LeBron has grown frustrated with AD, and then he tweeted back, "You a fucking lie."
Dude.
Yeah, they said LeBron had no idea. So if that was the basis of it, if LeBron had no idea, those tweets don't correlate whatsoever.
See, but that tweet kind of makes me that tweet kind of makes me feel like LeBron's covering his ass right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Maybe Lakers are fed up with LeBron, so they didn't even go to him this time. They just went ahead and traded AD without even talking to LeBron.
If that's the case, Bron is definitely gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's so gone if that's the case. And if if Bron ends up getting traded at some point soon, this will be the biggest trade deadline of all time. I mean,
Yeah.
that it already is trying to. I mean, this trade is ridiculous.
So I just saw this tweet where it says Dallas fans witness Cowboys hire Brian Schottenheimer and Luka getting traded to the Lakers. This is their 9/11.
For real.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Bro. Oh, shit.
Dude,
Guys,
just crazy.
Steph's running with Pods as his running mate. Braun has Luka.
Oh, finally, my camera.
Warriors fans are in shambles.
Yeah, but it's like if Luka doesn't, is Luka? We don't even know if Luka's coming back this season, and how LeBron's got 1 to 2 left, right? I mean, I actually don't. I don't want to say that's a fact because we know like LeBron, if he wants to, could play like another 10. But
Yeah,
Luka's timeline was like, I thought he was like only 2-3 weeks away.
I was thinking that too. I was.
Yeah,
also
he's not
thinking
that
he's
far away
returning here
from
in a
his
bit.
return.
Yeah,
so.
but as for like LeBron, Joe, I agree. I don't. I think that we're lucky if we get one more season out of him. I mean, the way he was talking last season, he acted like he wasn't going to come back this season.
No, the way he was talking last night, he said he doesn't even know if he'll be in MSG next year.
yeah, but here's
He literally
the thing.
said that as a quote tonight.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We know LeBron's going to want his flowers, so he's going to announce before he's done. He's doing his final season because he'll do his farewell or you know.
He definitely getting that.
So I'd give him one more season, but I'm shocked if you get 2 out of him. But and if that's the case, I mean, the Lakers got to go full rebuild at that point. I mean, you ship LeBron, you just keep getting picks and you build for the future. I mean, you're not going to be able to. You can't try to hold out on him and hope he stays and win out. I mean,
You'd end up
there's
like
no
Dallas.
chance.
You'd
Exactly.
end up like
you
Dallas.
there's almost
Okay,
not a world where LeBron shouldn't get traded now. I mean, this is
Ask
crazy.
Luka to list off his top 5 preferred destinations. Do you think the Lakers would be in his top 5?
Probably not.
Yeah,
I don't think they would be. This is crazy to him.
I think they would be. I think they would.
Well, I don't think he expected to be traded. I don't know if he'd have a top 5.
Shams already said nobody.
That's what I
except the
mean.
GMs.
Exactly. So like,
None of the coaches or the players had any idea.
I don't
Only
think there's
Nico
any-
and the GM for the
Yeah.
Lakers were the only 2 to know because if you put Luka's name that he's available, I'm sure like the Spurs have Spurs, us. I mean, there's plenty of teams.
The Spurs wouldn't even go for Fox; they would go for Luka immediately.
Well, there's just a certain list of players that should be considered untouchable, and he has always been on that list.
They could have went on 2K My League and did like the request for Luka
and you're
trade,
not getting it.
and you'll get better deals offered to you than what they traded.
Absolutely.
Like,
100%. You can go to 2K and form a better trade in 3 minutes than what just happened. And that's such a bad saying about the front office. You're telling me a high schooler could go hop on 2K and create a better trade than what you just did? That's disgusting. I mean, that's terrible.
So what do the Jazz get from this exactly? Because the Jazz are part of this 3.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
They get
I didn't see.
Jalen Hood Scafino and 2
yeah,
seconds.
Hood
So they're
Apparently
just
they paid out. They paid out cash to both teams. I don't know.
so they're just helping to stabilize the trade essentially.
They're
So that was the whole reason why they did that PJ Tucker trade.
That trade was the most useless trade of all time.
Yeah, that was weird.
That trade didn't mean shit, bro.
It had to have been like some kind of facilitating kind of job.
It's probably the very like itsy bitsy like tiny details that we can't, but they're just in it so they can balance out.
Mike,
things.
that's a Miami Heat legend right there. PJ.
Yeah, I know. Yep, definitely.
Luka Doncic is the first player to get traded because he was fat, bro.
Zach Randolph.
True.
Zion soon.
Well,
Zion's not traded yet.
Yeah.
That's why I said soon.
This is almost as bad as the Nuggets trading Nikola Jokic, the Bucks trading Giannis, the Bills trading Josh
That's what I'm
Allen.
saying is like
Thunder trading Shea.
Luka has always been one of those like 5-6 players who's just untouchable. Like it does not make any sense to trade a player like that, bro. This is unreal. Like
the fact that they didn't get Reeves or Connect or more first is still crazy.
The Lakers went from Kobe to LeBron to Luka Doncic. Bro.
3 generations of players.
Dude.
Of the same type of heliocentric player too.
Yeah.
Freaking ridiculous.
Hey, we're getting there though. We went from Russ, KD, Harden to now Shea.
That's true.
Shea,
That's true.
Give us some.
But we gotta win ships, man. We gotta win ships.
He went from Wade to Braun to Jimmy.
Yeah, no. I still feel like I'm gonna like go to bed and wake up tomorrow and they're gonna say Shams was hacked. Like this is wild. This just does not feel real.
Can the commissioner veto this?
It's not getting vetoed.
I mean, I'm sure he could, but there's no way.
I almost think he wants this. It brings more attention to the NBA.
Well, I mean, the tweet was posted in 2 minutes, and there was like over 1 million views already. I mean,
that's actually the wrong question. It would be, can LeBron veto this? Actually,
and the answer is no.
Here's a Windhorst quote from about an hour ago. This is not about the Lakers, not really about LeBron. It's about the Mavs and Luka Doncic. One of the biggest, most stunning trades in the history of the league. My phone's exploding. Basically, a rebuke of Luka Doncic. Mavs saying they don't think they can win with him. Defense, condition, ability to focus at the biggest moments. Luka was locked into the Mavs, and it's the Mavs who are pulling the plug. Only one bidder was on this, as far as we know. They didn't even get the entire package from the Lakers. The Lakers were still holding out one first rounder, and LeBron has dreamed of this.
Dude, that makes it so much worse. Dallas is the one that wanted this, and they're the ones that orchestrate this.
Wait. You said LeBron
has
you were going to say so that means he wants to play with Luka. That means he wants to stay.
Yeah, the last quote was LeBron has dreamed of this. And that's directly from Windhorst, who has worked with LeBron James since he was out of high school.
Yeah, but who hasn't dreamed of playing with Luka though?
Yo, so the Dallas Mavericks are the only team in the league that doesn't think they can win a championship with Luka Doncic.
Well,
pretty much. That's what directly quoted here. They said he could not focus at the big moments, and they didn't think he could win with him.
The big moments? What are we talking about?
Did they watch him in the conference finals?
That's crazy, dude.
The thing that's confusing to me is why didn't they ask for the other first rounder? Because I mentioned that the Lakers have 2029 first round pick, 2030 swap, and a 2031 pick that was still available. They still had another pick there. I'm confused why they couldn't get that.
If they
for
didn't
Luka.
get that, maybe because they thought that the Lakers were going to be good at that point. Still, they thought.
It's still, but at least it's a first round pick. A first round pick.
Bro, that makes no sense. I would trade for. I'd rather trade for the 2031 than the 2029.
Yes,
that logic makes no sense.
Exactly. But now you got to think about. So now we're hearing that LeBron wants to play here. That makes a harder choice on the Lakers now, because now the Lakers have to decide if. Okay, so we have to try to win now. LeBron wants to stay. They can't ship him all of a sudden, or they make the decision to trade him anyways.
Everyone's
they're hoarding out that first round pick for a different kind of trade move that they're going to make to help.
They might be getting rid of Reeves, maybe.
Reeves or connect for a bid.
Probably going to get rid of Reeves, bro.
Here's some. Reeves got more value.
Everyone's trying to do this trade on 2K. It's not working.
Exactly, bro.
Yo, here's some more. I guess quotes from Windhorst that he's being told that the Nico Harrison deal was not done alone. It had full support from the ownership. Mavericks governor Patrick Dumont signed off on this, so this is not going to get rescinded.
What about Mark Cuban?
Mark Cuban's no longer part of the ownership group. He sold last year. He sold to this group.
Maybe he knew Maybe he knew something like this was coming.
He got out while he's still good.
Oh, Mark Cuban must be fucking livid.
No, well, he made tons of money off of this. Yeah, he sold at the perfect time, as he always does.
Yeah, I know shit. Bro's literally made a career off of it.
Doing whatever
Man, I'm not trying to watch LeBron and Luka. That's going to be the most.
No, that's so nasty.
The biggest complain fest I've ever seen.
Imagine how expensive those tickets
Wait,
are going to be.
imagine how many free throws they're going to get.
The free throws, bro.
Oh my, they think Shea's a free throw merchant. Well, just wait, bro.
Oh my, the Lakers whistle is going to be insane.
Dude. That literally alone makes LA scarier than most of the West teams. You meet them in the playoffs.
I low-key think if they can get like a competent center, this is dangerous.
I agree with that. I agree.
Luka by himself is like a freaking nuclear weapon.
I don't really know
dealing
how,
with him is
I don't really
difficult.
know how dangerous it is without shooting around them, because they got no shooters.
Luka's a hell of a shooter by himself. How much more shooting do you really
Luka Doncic is not a good shooter. His percentage is not great.
Joe, you know the
step up and shoot. In the moment, he is a good shooter. He is a good shooter.
They don't need to shoot. They're going straight to the rack. It's like the Spider-Man meme. Who's next?
They're going to need to shoot.
Yeah, they need shooting. Every LeBron team that has won a championship, he's been surrounded by spot-up shooters. They got none. So,
goodness.
Back out to Allen.
Reeves.
I'm sure all the veterans are clamoring to get their buyouts done so they can go play with Luka and LeBron, though.
No, Landon, you're right. Reeves is the only shooter they have. I mean, unless you want to say Connect, who hasn't been great at all. And if they don't move him, they have Jackson Hayes starting at center. So I'm not really.
Why didn't the Lakers ask for Gafford?
No
What?
shit. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
if they're
Well,
losing
probably
AD,
actually they didn't ask for it because they were being offered Luka. They were just
Yeah,
like,
no,
we'll take him. Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to push harder and ask for more. But at the same time,
right?
like,
But they did get. I mean, they did get two other guys. Who was it? Markeith Morris and Maxi.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Cleaver's
not
a
bad.
shooter.
Cleaver's not
Cleaver's
bad.
a shooter. Yeah, Cleaver
Yes.
can shoot.
If they would
And
have,
he can play defense.
I could see them getting
can play
Tucker
defense?
off the buyout
Cleaver's
market.
nice, bro.
Yeah, Cleaver's a good player.
Yeah, Kleber's a solid backup, and he was damn good against us the other day when we played him.
Yo,
But
that shit was crazy, right?
yeah,
Nah.
dude,
That
we
was
don't
some
need to talk
Mavs
about him.
BS.
That's the stuff that happens to OKC though. There's always that type of player that goes crazy every game.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
got to deal with it.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
no, for sure.
Dinwiddie, Kamara.
No, I'm agreeing. This Lakers team, they could end up being kind of scary, and not just because of the talent, but just simply having Luka and having LeBron. I mean, seriously, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but like we were talking about, how many calls are going to go their way just because it's Luka and LeBron? Like, that's ridiculous. How are you going to stop that? I mean, those two get ridiculous calls. LeBron, I mean,
who's gonna go off ball?
LeBron.
Yeah.
To
It's gonna be
save his
Bron.
energy. LeBron.
yeah.
Luka,
Apparently-
Luka gonna have that ball. Trust me.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Luka has to save his energy. He's pushing 270.
yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, I just saw that. ESPN
Guys.
reported that.
The Mavericks had concerns about Luka's conditioning, so they traded for the healthiest player of all time, Anthony, always doubtful Davis.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I got to give it
How
to
long
AD,
is AD
though.
out for? Also, I mean,
We don't know.
He's only out for a couple days, like maybe
Oh,
a week
really?
or two.
You got to
Yeah,
give it
nothing
to
crazy.
You got to give it to AD though. He's been a top MVP candidate.
He just had a
this
tweak
year.
Yeah,
of his
he's-
ankle or
he's
something.
fully
Nothing
good.
crazy.
He's been
No,
he's been
I thought it was an
balling.
abdominal tear.
AD's a great player for sure.
So,
I heard
don't
about
know
it.
if this
He had
was
an
mentioned-
abdominal tear.
I have no idea.
I
I
have
don't
no
know if this
idea.
was mentioned before, but Windhorst quoted saying, "I had a current NBA All-Star text me and say, do you know how much the Mavericks must hate Luka?"
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
Yeah, no, like
I don't
they
know.
have to. They have to hate him. Like he must have done something so terrible to them, which is like what, bring them to the finals. Like, I don't know.
I guess, bro. They've just lost faith. They just don't. I mean, I don't know how. Like, how do you lose faith in a player like that? I mean, that's ridiculous.
There's no way he's pushing 270. He does not look.
I
looks
think
big.
I don't
270
know.
is a little bit too heavy.
I don't
I
know.
always-
You guys got to
You're gonna
remember.
think
You got to
he's
remember
like
he's 6'7". Like he's tall.
6'7". He looks.
They said
a
that was
bulky
his weight in the
6'7".
offseason.
Like
That was his weight in the offseason.
Lineman.
Just crazy.
I got to show this to everyone. This is how the Mavs viewed Luka Doncic.
Oh my god.
What a bunch of morons, dude! Oh my
Yeah,
god!
no, this is crazy.
Like this
This
is
is
the worst
outrageous.
thing I've ever seen in my life. Unless
In my life, bro.
like
This has got to be one of the worst. I mean,
unless
this
they
is just
pull off
terrible.
something crazy, which I don't even think they have any pieces to do so. Like another trade wise, or like win with this team, which is not going to happen.
It's just crazy.
This is going to go down as the worst trade I've ever seen.
There's
So
not
The
I just-
Mavericks
I just
deserve
randomly
this.
came up with this in my head.
The
I
Mavericks
can compare
deserve
this trade in NFL terms to when I guess the Panthers rejected 2 first-round picks for Brian Burns and took the less of like a second-round pick for the next year from I guess Giants or something.
NFL
They-
terms,
they
this is
deserve
like
it.
Bro.
NFL terms. This is like the Trent Richardson to Indianapolis Colts trade.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is.
Looks like Savier's got something here. What happened?
I just saw Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal live react to the Luka Anthony Davis trade. It was posted. I can show you guys. They just like look at their phones and everyone starts looking at each other and just start talking on the bench. Like,
Yeah, they're probably
look
going.
at KD's face.
They were getting beat up by Portland too.
He's like, hey yo, the hell?
He's like, that's all that. Man,
Yeah,
He's like, that's all it took?
It's ridiculous.
Rudy
dude.
Gobert got traded for 4 first-round
Yes.
picks.
Five. I think
Just
it was,
terrible.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5.
I think it was 4 and then 2 swaps.
Paul George got traded for 5. Oh my gosh.
I mean, if you're a GM of an NBA team that's halfway contending, you have to be pissed because you're like, that could have been us that traded
Yes.
for Luka.
Yeah.
That's why I said it could have been us too. We have plenty of picks.
It's insane to me
good,
that
I'm
they
good.
only are reaching out.
Yeah, he doesn't really fit with us. But
I just can't believe that the
Oh,
Mavs.
hell
I mean,
no.
what are the
Luka would've
Mavs
been
doing?
perfect.
First, they wanted to
Trevor-
He can come off the bench
Luka
for Aaron
would've been
Wiggins.
Amazing. That would have, bro.
dude,
what?
I just
where do
don't
you
get it.
think he
Luka
fits?
is the
though?
opposite of what
starting point
OKC is.
You put Shea at two.
Exact
Hell
opposite.
yeah.
Nah.
Dude, we would literally run the league for 20 years.
Like, bro, that is fucking. I cannot.
It's one of those my career like.
Yeah, what the hell am I saying? You have Shea and Luka on the same team. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's a my career run right there, Ben. 10 years in a row. It's like some sort
of. If
Go
after
ahead.
this game, Shea got traded just randomly out of the blue, like how would you feel right now?
Dude,
I wouldn't be on this.
I'd be livid.
can't-
I'd be
yeah.
livid.
Dude, I'm telling you, it'd be worse than when Russ got traded, bro. Like,
What about
I'd
PG?
be out.
Yeah, that'd be the nail.
That
in the
shit was
coin.
crazy, bro.
I would freeze. I wouldn't move for like 10 hours. I would just sit here
Yeah.
like this.
Mavs
I was
fans
depressed
deserve
for
it,
like
though.
a week, bro.
I can't.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
feel
know what I
sorry
would
for
do.
them at all. Can't feel sorry.
No, I don't feel sorry for them.
Not even a little bit. I hope it gets worse. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah, I
that
hope
sounds
it
like?
gets
It sounds
worse
like
too,
that
bro.
one TikTok where it's like, "Would you guys help me if I was in a bad?" Nope.
No,
Totally
dude.
not.
I hope this
Nope.
goes. I hope this goes worse for them. I hope this trade happens, and I hope their season just tanks, bro. I mean, this is terrible. I hope.
I mean, this trade is confirmed. It's over. Like, this is done.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what? Also, low key makes me like I could see myself liking Luka more after this. I mean, Luka didn't. This is ridiculous. What happened to Luka? This is crazy. I mean, I feel.
I don't like.
Yeah, I hate that photo so much.
Why is
But, like,
everyone doing it
I
in the
feel-
purple jersey?
I feel bad for Luka, bro. Dude is given everything to this franchise, and he gets hurt for like a month and a half, and they just ship him for a. I mean, that's insane.
That's what Kevin Durant just said
That's
too when they interviewed him. He said players are held to a different standard of loyalty and commitment to a program, but the organizations don't get held to that same standard form from the outside.
The irony of that shit. All right, Katie.
Loyalty's a lot of
KD left
shit in
us
sports these days.
out
Loyalty
to
doesn't mean
fucking
shit. It's all about the
dry.
money. It's all
But
about
then when he
business.
left the Warriors, he made sure they got D'Angelo Russell. Fuck him. I don't
Yeah,
wanna see
yeah,
from him ever.
yeah. Katie does
Hell
not.
no.
Katie does not get to say
His
that.
words
However,
don't mean shit.
I
Fuck
get. I
KD.
mean, yeah, it's just
He's
ridiculous.
not wrong,
Like,
though, but
no,
it's just
that's what I'm
fucked up
saying.
motherfucker.
He's not wrong. But of all the people to say that in the league, he's like the one guy that you cannot say that, bro. What are you talking about?
So
But
I remember on
message, wrong
Twitter,
message.
I think Windhorse or someone was saying that a lot of trades were being halted due to the fact that they were trying to facilitate this Jimmy trade. Now, I'm wondering how other trades are gonna, like the domino effect is gonna work after this, Luka trade.
I mean-
and see how like the
Yeah,
market.
totally. There's a domino effect.
I think if Sam Presti isn't calling the Mavericks to fleece them, like
yeah, I
come
was
on.
gonna say I saw a meme that was like every GM in the league should be trying to get something from Dallas right now. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
just ask him for something. The odds are you'll get it. I mean,
Was
they're
Mark
just
even the owner or was he the GM?
they're just
Who was?
shit.
He was the owner.
The owner, okay.
I don't know who I would take from them though. In all honesty,
Kyrie.
on the Thunder.
I would love Quentin Grimes.
Oh no! I thought you were talking about just in general. Never mind. I didn't really talk about that.
I don't want to give them shit.
Ever at all.
Never.
At all. Yeah,
We'll give him. We'll give him.
14 and take AD away.
Never mind.
You know what's crazy? Danny Ainge, former Celtics GM, was the one facilitating this trade. Essentially, like without him, they couldn't have made the 3-team trade possible. I'm sure other teams could have gotten involved, but they involved
Obviously,
him.
could've gotten involved.
And Danny Ainge is always involved in every trade. It feels like.
Yeah.
If they knew that Luka was like they were testing Luka, I'm pretty sure all 30 teams in the entire NBA would be gut loading their entire roster for Luka.
Yeah. Also, Jack, I wanted you to mention what we were talking about on the live about the 2028 draft pick for us and kind of some implications.
Yeah, so the Mavs are older now, and we got their pick, the swap in 2028. So, just how does Sam Presti like? He's just banking on the Mavs' failure.
He just knew, dude. He just understood it. I don't know, man. That guy, like, I don't remember who it was that said it, but I think it was Savage. Build this man a statue, bro. Like, this dude has got to be. I mean, this
Multiple
guy is
statues
absurd.
outside.
Yes.
For every MVP, he gets a statue
I mean,
outside, man.
there are so many GMs trying to recreate what he does and try to just sell out for all these picks and shit, and it always is not. I mean, like the Jazz are literally trying to be us.
I was the only one on the pod to say build the statue when he wins a chip.
Dude,
But it can't even be
Bill-
luck at this
it's
point.
just
like,
crazy.
It's too many hits.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just-
he knows.
He's got to
He
have a
knows
time
something.
machine or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
He's just a smart man.
Just crazy, bro.
I want to see.
But
what
anyway,
Fox does now,
yeah.
though.
Let's beat. Like, who are we gonna have to beat now? Actually, first round is probably gonna be our only like tough matchup because it's gonna be like, one of like the Lakers, the Timberwolves, maybe.
We may see the
I'm not worried
Mavs.
about this. We may see the Mavs. Yeah.
Dude, oh,
We might.
the
We actually might.
sweet justice of running into the Mavs in the first round after this and beating them would be just absurd. I mean,
Let me look at the standings right now.
I got them pulled up right now. The Mavs are the 8 seed. The Lakers are at the 5. Wolves are the 7. Clippers
Do you guys
are
see
6.
the Lakers climbing, or do you guys see the Lakers falling?
If they
Depends on when Luka
if they
comes
keep
back.
if they keep
Absolutely
Braun, I don't know, man. I don't know how it goes, but
Well, no, but Luka's not even healthy yet, so
Yeah,
they're going down.
Well, true. They're at least going down for a bit here because I mean, no.
But what about the
Yeah,
Mavericks?
no
Are they
Luka
gonna
and
climb
no
before?
center.
I think the Mavericks are going to climb low key.
I mean, the Mavericks are
'Cause-
going to stay at the same pace they've been at.
I think they'll stay around where they
Because
are.
Luka hasn't been playing anyway. So
I think they'll stay.
Well, I mean,
around
we're discounting Anthony Davis. Let's be real. If you're adding Anthony Davis healthy to this squad that's been
That's the
floating
key-
around,
that's the
they
key
should be
word.
going up.
that's
They
the key
should
They're
be
word.
going to
going
make a
up.
move with
He's
Gafford as
top
well.
10.
Well, they got to.
Yeah.
True,
They can't stop
and
now.
we saw what they did. I mean, last trade deadline they made some great moves, so maybe they do end up
Yeah.
pulling something off here that puts together a pretty good team this year. But that's this
It's not
year.
as good as it's not as good as the team with Luka Doncic though, guys.
No, yes, you traded
Yeah,
away
yeah,
the
for
guy
sure,
that
for
got
sure.
you to the finals. Like that's
Yeah.
wild.
But this
And
is
then, like I said
historic,
before, like I said before, who knows if Kyrie's not livid right now?
Yeah.
Like he might be pissed off. Like
Yeah,
I'm
for all we
get
know,
me out of
Kyrie-
here.
Yes, for all we know, tomorrow we're getting Kyrie's demanding a trade. I mean,
Yeah.
And
could
that
be.
could very well happen knowing him.
Yeah.
I see
Yep.
this meme where it says Luka just got traded, and I'm supposed to believe Stephon Castle was untouchable.
the other thing to think about is if we do like if this is a scenario where Kyrie requests a trade tomorrow, what a horrific backfire this will become. You've just blown everything
Yeah,
out
they
of proportion.
if they
and
didn't
blown
talk
it
to
all up.
LeBron about this,
You've
then
lost
they definitely
everything.
didn't talk to Kyrie.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's already
no.
been confirmed that not one player on either side was talked to. So
Bro,
Would Kyrie
just
not be liking
insane.
this? They're putting all their trust in him, giving him the green light. If I'm
not
Kyrie,
sure.
I don't know.
I
Him
would
and
be too,
Luka,
man.
him and Luka have seemed really close, man. Like him and Luka have
Yeah.
seemed to work. Like to just do it so unprofessionally. I just don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that being really bothersome.
Yeah,
for a
I'd be
player like
worried
Kyrie.
to be Kyrie. Yeah.
I don't
Yes,
really-
If I'm a
I don't-
Mavs fan, I just don't even know what like.
I don't really know how close they were though, because earlier this year, I think it was Luka or Kyrie. I forgot which one said it, but like they were like, "So you guys like argue at all?" Like, and they were like, "Yeah, when wine gets involved, we get a little." We
No, that
argue,
was
but we love
that was
playing."
just jokes. I
I was
heard
gonna say, I've seen a lot of
I
clips
watched-
of them being close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're close. Like every time Kyrie has spoken about him, it's been pretty well, especially when he was on like live streams. He's been on a lot of live streams recently. So overall, it seems like they had a better relationship. Also, Clay's probably feeling some sort of way too because his championship window, that type of thing.
close.
So, yeah, I'm sure everyone's feeling some type of way, but I'm sure
can't even-
LeBron's
Clay-
happy.
Clay can't even feel some type of way though. He's done. Like he ain't helping
I mean,
them
this
anymore.
This Mavericks team in like 2018 would have been insane.
Dude, it's just
Yeah, man, this is nuts. This is actually, I mean,
this is crazy.
dude, we just finished recording. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
like
10
5
minutes.
minutes, 10 minutes, and now we
I
got-
looked down at my phone. Like, I looked down at my phone. And they're like, "Yo, what?" I read it. Get on, and we're back on. Like, this is insane.
That's how the game goes, bro.
Crazy.
Dwight Powell outlasted Luka Doncic on the Mavericks.
That is wild.
Dwight Powell, one of the most hated players on my end. I cannot stand that
They
guy.
don't like Dwight Powell.
No, I don't. I hate his play style. He's
He's-
worst IQ in the league. I'm gonna
He's
trash
so
him right
irrelevant. How do you hate him?
Yeah,
now. Nah,
You
man.
know-
Every time I see him play, he just
That-
boneheaded plays.
that seems like something more personal to me. We'll
It
get into
is.
that
It
later.
is.
Man.
Well, I guess we can end it there then.
Yeah, sounds good.